Hey everybody, good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. So it's afternoon from where I am at, and I want to show you the process of making a cardigan. I may not go to the details of the stitches because I've already completed. I just want to show you the work that is put into it and how the process is literally what I do to come up with a cardigan like this. So I have not finished the finishings. You can see there's still some yarn that is hanging, which I'll sew in to make sure the finishing is neat. So a cardigan is made of like a different patches. I make different patches and then I put them together. So you can see there is the back part and then left, right, two sleeves, and then there is a part for ribbing. You can see when the stitch is different, and the ribbing at the bottom here also. So this ribbing I did using single crochet back loop. This is the ribbing for the whole sweater is a single crochet back loop only, and the stitch itself is even moss. So a combination of two colors, the white and this shade of yellow. I use Winter King. It is a middleweight yarn. So it's not like a heavy and it's not very light. It's a middleweight yarn. So I use for this specific sweater, I have used two sizes of hook. For the ribbing, I used a number 4. Okay, these ones I've already used until the number is faded, but it will look like this. So this is a number 5, this is a number 4. This is what I used for the ribbing. And then for the other part of the sweater, I used a number 5 because I wanted the ribbing part to be a little bit tight. So we said, for your tension, the size of the yarn will determine the size of the hook you use, or if you know you can make it tight regardless of whatever size of the hook you want to use, then that is okay. But for me, I prefer doing ribbing with a smaller size hook than this hook size I use for the other part of the sweater or the cardigan or the pullover. So I'll also have the tape measure. I prefer tape measures to counting stitches because I've realized most of the times like one part I may like a stitch like let me say like 30, a chain of 30, but it will be tighter or looser than the next chain of that I do. So I prefer using a tape measure instead. And then of course you can't finish your work without a pair of scissors. Now there are two ways of fixing in your ribbing. I'll show you the patch that is here. I am making a sweater for two sisters. So one is completed already. So for this one, like I told you, there are two ways of fixing in your ribbing. For this one, I did the ribbing first, and then I continued the top part on the ribbing already. So I worked together. I have not attached it after, but there you can choose like let me show you an example with a sleeve I'm making. This one will be a sleeve, but you see the sleeve doesn't have ribbing, so I will attach. I'll sew like this. I'll attach like this, and then I will attach the ribbing later. But the end results really should be the same as this. So you make your sleeve. This is just an option. You make your sleeve or whatever part you're making and then come attach the ribbing later. But for this one, I did the ribbing first and then I worked the top part of the sweater or of the panel on top of the ribbing, and I continued working it out. So those are just options. So I can put this on away. You've already seen how it will look like at the end. So this is the back panel for this our second cardigan. So this is the second panel. This will be the shoulder, and then this is one part of the front, either left or right. So that is it. And then I'm sorry, I leave a lot of tails as I work. I leave a lot of tails hanging as I work, and then I'll sew them in as I come to put them together. It's quite taxing. Cardigans will have a little bit more work than the pullovers, but oh well. So this is that other part. So this is the left, the right, our back. So you see we have a part here at the middle that is pending. Probably I should show you now, and I should show you the sleeves. After that, of course, now there is one sleeve. I'll attach the sleeve, one sleeve of course on this side, and another sleeve on that other side. So you see how the cardigan is coming up, and then there is the ribbing now that should come to the middle like this. So I have not finished doing the ribbing, so I'll make all the way to the bottom here. So these are just processes. So by the time you're done with the patches, you have one patch, the backpack, the left, the right, the ribbing, the sleeves, and then when you're done, these are the ribbing for the sleeve at the wrist. All of them I've done using the single crochet stitch back loop. So by the end of the day, you should have yourself a cardigan like this. So literally it's not complicated. It could be a lot of work, but not complicated. I hope you learned something. If you have not subscribed to my channels, kindly look out for complimentary fashions. YouTube, Facebook, IG, TikTok, complimentary fashions. I also go as Amy Smogambi on other platforms. Kindly subscribe, share, like, leave feedback. Bye.